Hey all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. My name is Shivalika Gupta and this is my channel at the rate Servicenow developer ending with an additional R apart from generally spelling of Servicenow developer. And the important playlists here are the Servicenow integration playlist. For this playlist, the only thing I can say is if you are new to integration, it will help you form your base. Okay, and it obviously it will answer all the basic queries: what integration, why integration, where to begin, what are various topics. I won't say that it includes very advanced use cases and intermediate use cases. For that I conduct batches, inbound integrations and so on. Have already conducted two batches and the third batch announcement I have done whatsoever. So yeah, but this playlist will help you form the base if you are very new to integration, and it will layer up for you the simple one. So you must check it out to at least form a base to be ready with the topic. Each and every video covers a very good topic, and it's supplemented with the explanation of the topic and also with the very real time use case. And if it is feasible, I have also shown two to three methods to implement that use case. So it's extremely good. Whatever, if you are preparing for the interview, this is the only playlist I would suggest you can go through it. And it is an active playlist. I'll keep on adding to it whatever different type of questions I get, and if I know the use cases that are here, so it definitely qualifies as an intermediate to advanced level of playlist. Okay, that is it with the introduction. And did you know playlist you would have already seen? I think this was the post I had. Yeah, this was the day one for the Did You Know playlist, wherein I told that you can modify these icons using dictionary attributes. And this was it, the glide list dictionary attributes part one. I will introduce more of the dictionary attributes in part 2, and video is also for this Did You Know playlist, and it also covers a very unknown topic and very good topic. It's gonna help everybody, like for performance as well. You would have seen in the thumbnail already. Okay, so we are going to modify the related list viewership. Okay, I think I can word it like that, not sure, but yeah, let's dig in. So first I'll explain you uh, the uh, the use case, or how it looks. Okay, so this is your related list that you would see in any table. Again, I'm taking incident table as an example because it is well known table and easily understandable to all freshers and experienced both. So yeah, this is the related list in the incident table, and you saw that as I opened this record, this related list loaded at the same time. I hope you all know that these related lists are nothing but a sneak peek into another table. Okay, means these related lists, how are the related lists created, that I'll explore sometime other. But for now, you can understand that these related lists are basically some other table with relationship to this table. Okay, and that's how it comes here. Okay, and obviously, so since you are not only loading the content of this current form, you are also loading the content of various other tables. So if you load it on the go with the form, it can lead to performance issues. So this is not always, I mean, I'm just saying in case your system is already facing some performance issues, then in that case you can uh, implement this functionality which I'm going to demonstrate now. And you must watch till the end, because at the end I'm also going to show you a very simple toggle button to enable this functionality, and it will be easier to understand if you I will practically show it. So these are the related lists. So how you can modify it, that if you don't want to load these related lists at the same time as the form, then you need to go to the sys user preference table. Okay, and you can see these are the preferences. Since I'm admin user here, so I'm able to see other people's preferences also, my preferences also. So I'll just show matching on my preference, and you can see all these things here. Okay, means several of preferences and its value here. So this related list loading is you can control exactly using this user preference. Okay, uh, so the name of the preference is you can search it like this, related, and then it will come. And also I'll write it, it would be somewhere flashing on the screen, and you will find it in the LinkedIn post also that I'll post. So yeah, and I'll link it in the pinned comment. So this is the uh, preference that is used to control the visibility of the related list along with the form. Okay, so this is the glide.ui dot related underscore list underscore timing. You can see timing. So timing means when you want to load the related list, either you want to load it with the form, if you or you want to load it after the form is loaded, or you want to load it on demand. On demand is the one that I had showcased, that will also be present in the LinkedIn post. So yeah, and this is its value field. I hope you know the user preferences, how it works. This is the name of the user preference. This is the value. This is the user field, which stores for which user this preference will be working. And this is system, and this is type, what it will accept. Okay, so yeah, now this is the name of the preference I have already told you. Now the values. So it will have three values. One is deferred, one is default, which is currently visible, which means it will load along with the form. Second is deferred. Okay, let me just change it. This second is deferred. It means that you want to load it after the form. Like suppose I uh, yeah, change it. The related list loaded after it. You saw? You yourself saw it. I'll just refresh it again so that it's, yeah, you saw the related list was a bit later from the form. Okay, if you go below, before the form has been completely loaded, yeah, like right now you weren't able to see the related list. So that's the role of deferred. Okay, the deferred means the related list will load after the form has been completely loaded, and default means the related list will load along with the form. Okay, these are the two values. The third value is on demand. Okay, which is very good, which is very, very good. Okay, let me just refresh the form. Third value I told you is, yes, so the third value I told you is on demand. Okay, so how does on demand works? I would recommend that after changing the values for these user preference, you once log out and re-log in. Okay, if your change whatever you have done in the sys preference values is not reflecting, then you once log out and re-log in. Okay, and all the three values will also be described in the LinkedIn post, so you can just focus on the video. So this is the third on demand, and you can see that now the related list aren't loaded from the beginning. The related list will only load if I click on this. Okay, so it's now getting loading related list, and then the related list is loaded. You can check the same in any other table as well. Okay, that's the thing actually with the user preferences. I mean, if you change the row count also, means row count means the number of rows which are visible in the list view. By default, it's 20, and if you change it, let's say to 100, then you will have to log out and re-log in for the row count to reflect. So that's just a thing with the user preference. If you have changed it, then you need to log out and re-log in. Okay, so this is the third on-demand one. And like I said, that this preference will be very handy if your instance is already suffering some kind of slowness or anything like that, so you don't want that the related list are being loaded with the form. And in that case, what you can do is, means you can create this user preference for all of the users, in the system, which means that in the user field, I'll just open it, for all the users in the system, which means that in the user field you don't have to select any user. Let's suppose I just open this one, and you can see that I have selected the user here. If you don't select any user, then it will apply to all the users. Okay, so in that case, an admin can create this kind of record. Any person with admin access in the instance can create this kind of record. So you just have to do that, and then it will be and then it will be changed. I mean, and then it will start reflecting for all the users. So in that case, it's very good. So this was way one, where I already told you the values from the sys user preference table, the preference. The second way, which is very easier way, and which is how end users can do it on personal level. Each and every user can do it on the personal level, and that is, you can go to your profile in the preferences drop down, and here you can see load related list in classic forms. Okay, you can see here load related list in classic form, and in my on demand is selected, that's why on demand is here. Now let's say I change it to with the form. Okay, and then I go to the incident list. Now I'm not sure, maybe I will need to log out and re-log in, but okay, for the changes to reflect, but let's check it. Okay, so yeah, you can see that it started loading with the form. Okay, now let's suppose I just change it back to deferred, which means I had showed you after the form loads, which was the value for deferred. Okay, so the page, now you see it loaded after the form. Very nice. Now let me change it to on demand here only. Okay, and I'll just, maybe we'll have to log out and re-log in like I said earlier for the this to reflect. Yeah, it's not reflecting. I will have to log out and re-log in, and then it will start reflecting. But anyways, that's how you can implement this loading the related list on your own, and this can be implemented by the admin for all the users, and this can be also implemented by each user for their own self using the preferences in the profile. So this is a very very good I think enhancement, and this will help everybody a lot. I hope again you learned a lot or learned something new from this video. If you found anything valuable, please spare a moment to like, share, and subscribe. This will motivate me a lot to keep sharing. Thank you so much. Bye bye.